Peace and one love. This your boy 2eiies. We got Snubble in the building. What up, gang?
Yeah, we always have.
Smack volume. Smack volume 10. It went down. You know what I'm saying? This went down on caffeine. Salute to them. You know what I mean? They had the ladies Friday. You know what I mean? I heard some
Mhm.
nice things about, you know what I mean, a few of those battles. Definitely can't wait to see them. Make sure
Yes,
y'all
sir.
get the app. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely app game. Um, Then Sunday, they had the Civil War or whatnot. Some big things happening on there, you know what I'm saying, or
Ah,
whatnot. You know what I mean? I heard a lot of people showed up, showed out, you know what I mean? Big controversy in regards to, you know what I'm saying, the main event. Um Twerk, they say, you know what I mean, he did exactly what we expect him to do, electrifying. I can't wait to see them battles. Them gonna be all on the app. We might have to wait a minute for them though because they did drop Traffic 5 full card. You know what I
yes, sir.
mean?
Gotta get it.
So definitely
Gotta
gotta
get it.
let that breathe. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for the recaps for that one. Coming from us, as far as that card. But we at Smack Volume 10 though, man. You know what I mean? I like the battles. I like the event. You know what I mean? A couple battles didn't go down. You know what I mean? But this is why I say when it comes to smacking them, you know what I mean? Just continuously, you know what I'm saying? Listen to the people, continuously, you know what I'm saying? Just moving forward, you know what I'm saying? They inserted two battles every place, you know what I mean? Or whatnot. So I wasn't mad at the
And
battles. It's
completed the objective on one of the battles the next day.
the next day, you know what I'm saying? Can't wait to see that Rum and Nitty, you know what I'm saying? I heard that
Well,
was
fine. I mean,
exactly,
fine.
I mean, Rum and Fun, my bad. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yeah.
Exactly. They said that's exactly what we was looking for, especially that second. They said, you know what I'm saying? Salute the
Shout
con.
out conceded. Yeah, you on it. Go
Yeah,
ahead. My bad. You got it. You
no, go
got it.
ahead. I was just gonna say salute to Khan. You know, so I seen pictures of him being in the building, him flipping a coin, things
Well,
like
every
that.
chain he had in the jury box.
Huh?
Every chain he had in the jury box is on his name.
You know what I'm saying? He was in there letting y'all know how he living. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely salute to
Nope.
that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to some of the battles. You know what I mean? To open it up. You know what I mean? We had the Crucibles guys. Don't say who passed the final exam. We have Foots versus Soul of
The flag.
Souffleur
The
Soul.
flag. So we gotta get his name right. He
Yes,
deserving
sir.
that. So
Souffleur. What it is, I wrote Soul on here instead of his
yeah,
first name.
too.
But
Me too.
Souffleur Soul, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying, or whatnot. And what I'm gonna say is, you know what I mean? Um, it lived up to expectations for me. You know what I mean? To open up a card, y'all new guys, you know what I mean? Do exactly what we know y'all for and what y'all gonna be presenting to us for the next few years or whatnot, showcasing your talent, battling.
Yeah.
So
So
when
people who watched final exams and was telling the people who didn't know about y'all
mm-hmm,
did not let us make us look dumb. Y'all made us look like we was right. Y'all brought that same fire to the
mm-hmm,
big car
mm,
with the big star.
yeah. Now I'm gonna admit, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to both of y'all had, you know what I'm saying, little stumbles or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I understand that some just gotta keep working on, you know what I'm saying? But I can say that y'all material and things like that outweighed y'all stumbles because y'all got right back to it. See, the thing is, you know what I'm saying, most people don't have material. And then that's when they get to pulling out phones and things like of that nature,
Freestyle and they
freestyling.
back to
But we get to that too when it
yes,
comes to
sir.
him. But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When it comes to them though, I had a dope one.
Hey, I got
First,
some notes for you on this one because these guys deserve the notes. The big guys, they always gonna get the video breakdowns, bro.
start with that first for me. 'Cause, you know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? But I ain't got them all the way through. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just some
Yeah, yeah.
highlights.
Mm-hmm.
That he battling some flat soul, so flame some and back flare up like eczema. I'm from the old DC. Before it was a wizard, we got our hands on a bullet. You know what I'm saying? We already know that's easy. No, turn your car into a Deadpool and flip Ryan Reynolds. You know what I'm saying? G,
Mm-hmm.
imagine me screwing on a rusty silencer, sound like Debo coming, like G. It's like I'm just putting the lines of the, you know what I'm saying, of some of the shakers.
Right,
He
right.
right out. Took him a little second to cook, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying.
Once he,
I appreciate
once he
it. I
got
felt like
started.
Mm-hmm.
He
How
was
you feel
definitely
about
going.
Foots first?
For his first round, you know what I'm saying? I had for his first round, you know what I'm saying, a fire, you know what I'm saying? I had him at a solid 8.5, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a little stumble in there, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But he got right back to it. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at that, his first round, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then we got sold with the. What he say? There I go being two kinds of people: passive
Okay.
aggressive,
Yeah.
end up in a box, all my bullets zoom in person. Uh, the shoulder strap sturdy, mook in the leather pants. You know what I'm saying? I got comedy, all that. That's why I'm gonna
Yeah.
put them lines down. I'm like, some people might say, man, they a heavier line. I'm just picking the different joints that I like.
Right.
And
Get the
then
app.
which
Get the
one of
app.
y'all sitting on footstool when he's in the bedpan, like the
Yeah.
footstool?
Uh-huh.
That hit that was fine to me, G.
Solid
But it
nine.
got to the excursion bar for me, and it
Okay.
messed him. So it was like his mess up was a little bit more than what Foot's little stumble was. So because of that, because I got the nitpick, so I was glad you started it off by talking about a little bit of stumbles. You know, so no matter if you're a vet or a rookie, it can cost you a round because they both was fire, but one was a little bit more clean. I gave Foots the first round.
Unfortunately, I went the other way around or whatnot
Mm-hmm.
because I had Soul in the first because of Foot's whatchamacall.
So you
But
must have
see,
forgot about
Soul,
his
see,
after the
Soul,
excursion bar.
see, Soul,
Excursion.
Souls or whatnot wasn't as noticeable.
Yeah, it was because he kept repeating.
That's the second
Hey,
round, Snub. I think that's the second, Snub. I think I, I think that's the second. Far as when Soul messed up in his second, Foot's messed up in the first.
I put it in the first, cooking up, but had to slip up after the excursion bar. When I was writing around at the end, I made sure I put that in at the top, and that's why I edged it to Foots, just cleaning around because they both was fire, and they got two different styles. Foots is more wordplay and performance, and Soul is more precise, like precision writing with great delivery with performance. So it's just like that's what I was saying. This was the one I was talking about long before we started. But for me, I don't say that. So I just watched it again this morning. That's why I took notes. So let me write some notes down on the new
Okay,
guys.
so you watched it fresh this morning. I ain't watch it again. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go off your word, far as that. Cause I do got on here both head stumbles, but whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was the second for Soul, but the first for Foots. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But if you say you just went and watched it, then I'm gonna hold off on my first round.
As we get to the second, we get to Foots. I think you guys had it a little mixed up because for Foots, I had went crazy again in the second, but very slight stumble. And you said he had a little slight stumble and got to
Okay, so I might have mixed them up then.
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But this was a
Because
dope debatable battle though.
Blair was clean in his second. I think he knew he was like that stumble might have cost him that little excursion. And he kept saying, you know what I'm saying, until he got it back. But that's what I like. He fought through that. Said about 3 times till he caught the bar. I like that.
See, Snub, I'm gonna watch it again, Snub. But I
Mm.
disagree because in the second, that's when he got hot, and he looked at Smack and said, "My fault." And Smack was like, "You good?"
Yeah, he was cooking.
That
That's
was the
why. I think he
second. That was the
yeah,
second.
but I think he was talking about
So
the first round though. Because the second round he was cooking.
okay,
And
okay,
Foots had to slip up. I think
okay.
once he had everybody cooking it back to back, because this is his back to back. His haymaker was in this round. This is when he turned up. He looked over and
Go
told him
off
my fault.
snub, y'all.
He
Y'all
wasn't talking about
go off
yeah.
snub,
He
y'all.
wasn't
Know what I'm
talking about the
saying? I'm
second. He
just
was talking about the first round because now he was. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Y'all go off snub. You know what I'm saying, or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm
But we're gonna get the
okay.
Foots. This is a New Jersey truck transition, tool flare, titties with the lens. It's a peep show. He said, I'm on my toes. It's repo. I don't say what he say. He in a pool of blood so long I left him in Orlando Brown. He said he feeling a lot safer in the volume, knowing it's a controlled setting. I like they wordplay and bars, G. Now here go his AMG mode. He said, I called my gun connect, told him I'm trying to catch a cold body. I need me anemia. You know what I'm saying? I need me a kill. I want to chop with a Stockholm. sweeten the deal. Stockholm, Sweden, leaving them breathing, keep wheezing, gasping, grasping, air reaching, tube squeezing. I choose the rubber grip, I'm teething. You're not leaving, brain dead in a vegetable state. He died vegan. Now I gotta ghost my best friend. I'm eating. I'm set back like Nick G. That was fire. I love cadences and switches in that thing, G, because you're fighting a pen.
Mm-hmm.
He does it effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? The souffle. But
Mm-hmm.
Foots got off. G, what else he had before I get out of here? Shooting dice in Air Force Ones. I've been the one. Like shooting dice in Air Forces. I've been the one. Lines on the EK. He said he acting like he cool, he calm. You know what I'm saying? But the lines on the EKG look like they double dutch. You know what I'm saying? But he had a little stumble up. It was kind of noticeable. And with them, I got a nitpick because they were so fire. So how do I pick? Whoever, you know what I'm saying?
What's the least?
Bombing. Like someone gonna kill you if you bombing to me.
All right, that's what I said. Yeah. Okay.
Right, and the other guy not. But if y'all neck and neck, that stumble might cost you. And this makes it easy on my job. I can say, well, you had one clean. But so now I'm like, so he just had to slip up. Don't slip up. You got this if you do what you did. And he did it, G. I mean, how you feel about foot second? My fault.
No, for me, you know what I'm saying, I thought both of these seconds was fire. You know what I'm saying? I got the seconds debatable.
And when you go back and watch, you can be like, you're right. Foot slipped up. That's how I gave both of them their rounds. I just felt like they was cooking. Both, especially, man.
Yeah,
I was
I
going
ain't
to get this
mad
stuff.
at that. Okay.
He said, what do you say? Beat him with the gun, real torment, not showing up. It's a bench warrant. Foots, he'll need to be strapped. Crocs in sport mode. Gee, that's fire. Red dots all the way up, foots like Indian women. He saw the rape and be in the hospital by the end of the night. I watched Grind Time. Somebody hit this with the Saudi Arabian bar before, but I'm not gonna trip because he used the same wordplay with it, but the punch was way different because he wasn't battling Diaz. But I'm nitpicking because they so fire, G. You know what? I ain't gonna nitpick at the fight. I'm gonna nitpick at these weak cats. Scratch that from y'all memory. And the Mustang, what do you say when they pull up in a Mustang? You hit a humming first, like slave music.
Like slave,
If
yes.
sleep is G, but this, because you know how I am, G. If sleep is the cousin of death, it'll be relatively smart to start living right. That's the bar that did it for me, even without the stumble. Man. That bar is so fire to me, G. When you told me you had Bell's palsy, I knew you'd be a nigga I have to face. That's fire, wordplay. Build a foundation around the pig like Jimmy Dean. Cooking coke is like growing dreads. It's gonna lock when it's ready, and the crowd knew that. Gee, I got a 1-1 going to the third. You know what I'm saying? Foots did his thing. You see, I did the AMG mode, but you stumbled somewhere up in there that I was like, all right, well, clean the verse because y'all both was a 5 verse. I was a 10.
Okay,
So now it's
okay.
one
And
for
then
me.
okay, and then the third.
Uh-huh.
In the third, I got whoever went second was gonna win.
Facts, G. Look, this is what I put for the words for Foots before wrote any bar. Brought it home, pressure on Souffle. Got to Souffle Soul. I put the first line I put after I finished, you know what I'm saying, writing the bars, I put this like my little caption line, and it say, took having the last words as an advantage. So that's exactly what you just said, because
Yeah,
they both was fire.
yeah.
It's gonna be whoever, if y'all both fire and get through this clean, the last person we hear probably gonna win in the building.
Go win in the building. So I had this battle as a draw.
Damn, that's crazy. Now, remember you know what I said before we started. So now you know I ain't even lying. I'm like, one, I'm gonna need you to help me with because the third round, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna edge Sister Flesso and I'm gonna tell you why in the third.
Talk to me.
The whole because I watched the Lou Castro versus Foots battle. And all those EMT bars from the microwave to reviving his own blood cousin, all of that hit. So he said, look all that. I want to see if you can revive yourself. So that right there, because he was attacking our lifestyles. You're sitting up here saying stuff that you can say more is my life because you do this and I do this for real. You can check our resumes. I've been in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an edge. I got a 2-1 edge Flesso. And it's because he counter wrote for my guy Foots on that third.
Okay. I ain't mad
Because
at that.
him in the third foot said, "Listen here, Mister Drug Dealer." When he did that to him,
Mm-hmm.
and on him he did this, Mister EMT. And I kind of like the Mister EMT better because he had some EMT bars in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I
Okay.
ain't even say the third. Y'all can watch the battle. Y'all say
Gonna be
too.
make sure I watch the app, man. Definitely a dope battle. Who do you if you could think about offhand, who you want to see them battle next? Foots and Souffle Soul.
The Flesso, I would like to see versus Fonz and Foots. I like to see versus Twerk.
Mm.
This style, I ain't even going by rankings. I'm just going by style.
Hmm. I
Because
still want my boy to go against Bowles the
I like.
Bambino, man.
I mean, hey man, why he got no offense to Bowles? Why he got to? Didn't any man just beat Bowles and then go BK Walker? Ain't got time for this.
Damn, snub man had to do me like that. Shout out to Battle
My
Academy.
fault. You
That
ain't
did
bleeding.
that did just
Back
happen.
up off me. You ain't bleeding like that. You better back up off. Don't let this battle rap fool you.
Mm.
My fault. Shout out Bowles because you fired. It's
Okay,
just
no. Okay, so
yeah,
no,
but hey,
I need to
this is
see.
the way you start the night off. These my rookies. What
Mm-hmm.
everybody else rookies looking like. These is top two. These they top two rookies. You see two other rookies in any other league that can compete with these two,
I'm gonna slow down now, Snub. Slow
and
down.
they got to get through. And they got to get through Hansu and Klutz and Ease first.
Slow down, Snub. Cause it's a female out here going for 25K. Slow
Hey,
down.
we talking about her? She in a different weight class.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I just want to say,
She might cook a guy. She might cook one of these guys.
can't wait to, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
That's gonna be a dope battle for 757 caution versus C3 for Chrome 23 for
Hey,
25K. It's gonna be
there's no
dope.
disrespect, but you know how I feel about C3 as a female battle rapper. This is where 757 caution runs ends. This is perfect for C3. She take battles in 2 weeks. 1 week she been doing her whole career. She been battling guys, all that. She's just dope. Freestyle. What can't she do in battle rap? Name me an attribute she don't have.
This is the this is my this
Besides
we're gonna
marketing.
go back to Volume 10, but I'm gonna say this. She probably be my last underdog pick for this year. So it's an underdog year
Mm-hmm.
and new ear, new person, new things like that. The shock factor.
Yes, sir.
That's what the
It's
25K gonna go
already
for.
here because she's where she's at. It's already here. She's
But to
got
clinch that, but to
shout out to
clinch,
Rocky, but he didn't win and Rocky won. He won the respect and the love of the people. We became the people's champ. Then in Rocky 2, we had our showdowns. Now let's
I'm a,
not forget that.
I tell you once we get off this
Shout
blog,
out
man.
to 757 Kosh.
And I tell you
You're
when after
fire.
this, I tell you when we get off this blog why she gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
You ran up against one of the goats. That's the problem. See, people don't say a nigga she don't do all the marketing and all of that. And she, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the goats, female battle rap. Ask official who she had a Punch Fest Classic with. I had to use every punch she hit all the way down to the third round to get out there alive. They both.
We woman of the year coming up, man. Let me get back to volume 10, Snub, because
Them glasses about to get cracked, baby.
we know who rookie of the year gonna be for females. We all
Oh
right.
yeah, I'm glad. As soon as we done with this, we gotta talk. Yeah,
Jerry West versus Kid Chaos.
super.
They was a replacement battle for the T. Was it the T Top and Loso one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they were the
10 day
replacement.
prep, y'all.
10 days prep. Jerry West versus Kid Chaos. For me, I don't know. I'm definitely a fan of Jerry West. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I'm a fan of both. You know, everybody know
uh,
that SC in the building.
when it comes to Kid Chaos, you know what I mean. I have my days with him. You know what I'm saying? I just have to
Mm-hmm.
be honest. I have my days with him. You know what I'm saying? And this battle here was kind of like my perfect example of why I have days with him. or whatnot. Now I do have to understand the 10 days, 11 days. So I'll just go back to like, what I'm saying, what type of material and things, how was he delivered it in the tournament? This is pretty much a perfect example of what he was doing and things like that or whatnot. When he got more time and can really put that thing together to dissect you, I can say it'd be better. You know what I'm saying? Cut it, get straight to the chase.
Because I would say this: he hasn't had a bad battle all year. He's been cooking
Yeah,
from the females when he battled them. Because he battled two, I think two females. He battled who he battled first? Was that Shuni or was that 40? Who did he battle?
you talking about Kid Chaos?
Yeah,
Kid Chaos. He's a
before Flames.
before Flames.
Yeah, wasn't it like 40 or somebody?
Kid Chaos. He had
Oh,
Shuni. He had Shuni.
Shuni, that's what it was.
Yep.
So he's had nothing but, you know what I'm saying, good work and good showings. So I'm glad you just mentioned the short, you know what I'm saying, the short prep. So I appreciate you doing that because he's a rock. It takes a little time to put that thing together, like you said, like how Lux told my guy. I know he ain't no Lux. I'm just saying, them writers, let me get time to cook, man. You know, and that kind of showed because Jerry West, like we finna say, is can give you instant gratification,
Yep.
energy with punches.
And he still found time to bring in a prop, even within 10 days prep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, I had him winning the first, but I
Who
had Kid
you had who winning the first?
Jerry, even though Kid
Oh,
Chaos had
okay.
good. I think the first Kid Chaos had is kind of close to me. It's just he had what you said. In this particular battle, I can't argue with you about one of my favorites because he had high points and low points. It was like a roller coaster.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And Jerry didn't kind of dip too low. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even if you dip, it wasn't low
Yeah.
like
You
that.
was kind of just trying to stay on the same what you
They
call. Then you
brought
probably just
it,
dip,
bringing
came
it back
right
up
back.
too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? No, I'm glad you feel with that. That's kind of crazy. Something you can say in your mind and somebody else agree with that like that. But yeah. And then that second round, by default, goes to Chaos because
I can agree.
Jerry, you fired. I like how he messed up and freestyle out of it, and it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
a very noticeable freestyle. It was enough where we waited till he got to something. And I like how he ended up. Yes. No choking around here.
Yep, I
I'm a,
can agree. I had
I'm a
Kid
rap.
Chaos. Yep,
Yeah.
I had chaos. I had chaos. I'm using the word in the second default, no pun intended, or whatnot.
But
But it was specifically because he freestyled. Because Jerry Material, once again, what he that first
yeah,
half was, you know what I'm saying, doing what I needed him to do.
yeah. But once again, I ain't gonna lie. Chaos second was to me better than his first. But
I
see,
can agree to that too. But it wasn't
the
better
right
than Jerry's. Well, it
no,
was because he took. It was my bad. It was better than Jerry's because Jerry only had half a round. I'm talking too
but I
fast.
will also say this. I kind of see what you're saying because this is a style clash. And sometimes some styles just stand out more than others when they're against each other. Unless
Mhm.
you're at your A games. You know what I'm saying? Then you can probably see the best of it. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Third round.
Third round, Jerry was back on his shit. Kid, and for me, Kid Chaos was on his way, but he needed like two more for me.
Yeah, it fell short.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how I see that third. So I had Jerry first and second. I mean first and third with that second going to Kid Chaos by default. You know what I'm saying?
You better buy Jerry a drink. No, but hey, I'm still South Carolina, Swamp, Kid Chaos. Hey, I told you these gonna be the rookies when I picked
Jerry
Kid Chaos.
West,
Went
he
up there with everybody else, but I'm telling you.
Jerry West, he called out Tay Rock, Averb,
Mm-hmm.
and Twerk. What's his record and what order should he battle them?
To be honest, Jerry is unpredictable. He could he can mess around and beat Tay Rock and lose to Twerk, or beat Twerk and lose to Tay Rock.
What about
Like he,
Averb? What about Averb? It was three
I don't
names.
know. Right? I don't know. I got to see Avery one more.
Need to
We're
see
gonna
him
get to
one
him.
more.
Gonna get to him.
You see, hey, one more. Okay. Um, so yeah, dope battle, man. Make sure y'all get the app for that one as well. Next battle they had, you know what I mean? This one took place of
Rum Nitty and Fonz, wasn't it?
Rum Nitty and Fonz. Yes, sir. So they gave
It
us
was
a lot.
live light work. Yes, sir.
Yeah, know what I'm saying?
Versus Arsenal Rebel versus Kylie Penner, aka Casey J. The Bardashian, of course. G. I just want to start off by saying this. Y'all got to put in the contract she got to wear sunglasses.
Or
Because this is AKA,
the opponent need to just wear sunglasses. Her
you
next
going to still,
opponent, the next opponent guy that she have, I'll wear sunglasses. Just purposely.
I wear blindfold to make it stand out that I'm not looking. Because the
Right.
glasses, you can
Okay.
look, still
Right. It
see.
could be far as your
I like
style.
how, remember Geechee said he was going to do that? He wasn't looking at his face off, but he went up there, looked the right in the eye and said what he said.
Yeah.
Your kid and play.
Some of them get so hypnotized, man.
Yeah.
But not saying Arsenal Rebel got hypnotized, but once she
Yeah.
waved the stick,
Hey, I was just finna say, hey, that's six. That's about six dudes. I don't know, bro.
once she waved the stick, it was what a cell
Yeah.
phone met.
I would say this. Ours first round, I said, why do we always show up? I said, he got a thing against the Bardashians. Because you didn't even rap like that versus Swamp. You was acting like you was. You was using the cadence and the flows, but you weren't really saying much. But it didn't matter because she was out there. For my sister, don't you ever put your hand on the fish shoe again.
Yeah, and I can agree, but I do have her by edge. I do have her
Yeah,
edge in the
because it was
first.
fighting at first. Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was
I'll be
like,
honest.
he tricked me, G.
Edge in the first. She pretty much warmed up.
Yeah,
Cause
and she didn't stop.
that second,
Yeah,
that was clear as day.
she beat the hell out of that boy.
You know what I'm saying? And when it's like when you got him on the ropes, just go
Yeah.
ahead and hit that third on him.
Hey, he started in that second. He started going, man, because they weren't reacting. Boy, they just heard some fire. You
They
gotta
just
get to that bar. They not no.
right because we
It's for
looking at
bread.
this as a king versus queen
It's for
and a
bread.
light
No,
work.
no, no.
We
It's
looking at
versus
everything.
right. But it's versus that bread, so we just gonna be fair.
Yeah,
Everybody's being fair.
and it's that 5K. So
Yeah.
yeah, third
Like,
round he pulled out his cell phone. Snub. What happened?
yeah.
Was he trying to find his bars or was he texting?
Oh no, he's trying to find his boss.
That's what I
But
thought. That's what I thought.
but he couldn't find the file. He couldn't get to the right file. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't think
anyway,
the foul was in that snub.
I don't think it was either. I think it was in his head. I
I
think
think it
he
was in
was
his head too. You know
he
what
was
I'm
probably
saying?
working on that
Or
round for
whatnot, because
saying the last.
we gave him well, not we didn't, but they gave him
Everyone
enough
enough time to
time
find the
to
file.
after he had the phone a few times pulling it in and out. So within that 2 minutes he could actually just say fuck it and stopped and was like,
It wasn't a whole 2 minutes. I like that. I love battle rap. We just loud and man. It was about a good 28 seconds. It just felt like two
far as
minutes.
what?
Him playing with his phone. We like it was about 28, 30 seconds. You know, in battle rap time,
Negative.
you know how many bars that is in battle rap time?
Negative snub. Remember they
Yeah.
snub for real. No
Okay.
trolling.
All right.
Remember they stopped the clock and he kept saying, y'all stop the clock. Okay, y'all starting it now
Oh
again. Y'all
yeah,
stop
yeah. That's about a
snub.
minute. That was a good minute. That was a good minute.
I'm gonna go a minute and a half. I ain't gonna do the 2 minutes
Okay.
snub. I'm gonna go a minute and a half. We literally
Okay.
what
It definitely was a minute.
him and
I
the
forgot
phone
about that.
four
Yeah,
five
I forgot about
times
that.
and
That smack ain't say nothing. I'm like, how they
yeah.
stopping the time? Nobody reacting. Yeah, I remember that.
Right. And then he was like,
Because
no,
they was
yeah.
all looking at
And
him.
he
When
was like,
nobody
y'all stop
reacted,
my
why is
time,
you
right?
stopping the
He
time?
was like, no, they
Yeah,
stopping my time, right? My time stopped. My time
yeah,
stopped. But he
yeah.
still, yeah, G,
But
that was
the only thing I wanted to say was, go watch. If I remember right, it's the bar he said before that. It didn't hit, and she leaned her head to the side, and I was like, Medusa. You forgot it, bro. I was just
you know
playing.
what I'm
G.
saying. So
But she
yeah,
did look
she
at
came
him
through with the magic
his
again
eyes.
on him.
I think she could tell that he had the next bars, so she kind of leaned like, "What you pause like that for? Like, hello, you choking? No, I'm not." But anyway, shout out to KCJ.
Shout out to
Defended a
Casey. Another
painted her
one.
sister's know what I'm saying, fight, and then also got 5K for a show.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Another one bites the dust.
These women not playing, G.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dope, dope. Salute to them for that light work joint. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They be airing that on one of these Saturdays on caffeine. Y'all know how that go. Um,
yeah.
Next battle. Now this see that one was for 5K light work. This next
Mm-hmm.
battle, we back on volume 10 or whatnot. Salute to Gerald McCoy for he put
Yes.
up 10K for the winner of this one. Um, they supposed to have announced it. Smack was like they would announce the winner at Civil War, but I didn't hear anything on
Me either. Yeah.
the people I was following saying
Facts.
that's up in the building. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure how that go or if they how they decided on that things like that. But when it comes to the battle itself, salute to Uncle Ra. And that tournament I think one tournament.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'm looking for 25K worth of bars. I think it was something like that, right?
That ain't it. That was one it. Yeah.
He was like, that wasn't it. This was for 10K, and this was a 10K battle. Once again, this was A
Yeah.
Verb versus Shotgun Suge. Now, we've been talking about A Verb on some man. I wish he go eat some chicken or he do this and that or
Yeah.
whatever he got to do.
Yes, sir.
We just want him to
Yes,
get back
sir.
in this. We synced a little peak of it as far as the hollow, and we was like, man, that's what we looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't really. Then when it come to Shotgun Suge, you know what I'm saying? When it come to him calling out people or his year, how he just his year. I'm gonna start with just
When
his
he said
year.
I'm turning up, that's what he did, and he ain't stopped you.
You know what I'm saying? And he had the
No matter
stumbles,
the
chest,
opponent, no matter how
rider,
big the opponent
drugs,
was.
and swamp. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely been working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
G.
the potency of his rounds and the energy of these rounds. Man, I probably ain't seen one of
Staying
these
up. Remember we used to say he used to go down? Remember we say
yeah.
Suge used to go down? No, he's staying level. So when you said the potency of his boy, you good. Boy, you're a good
Listen,
analyzer.
man. Listen. Once again,
And,
I told you it was great battle. Suge had was Suge versus Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
That was a
mm-hmm.
dope when it come to material and all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This one right here, this was up there, man. This was up there, man.
This might be one of my top two Suge performances ever. Like since I've been watching him. Because he always had that problem of not being strong all three. And like you said, that Rum Nitty one, that was one of the ones where he was
Uh,
strong like that. But
his
A
breath
Verb, dare
control,
I
the
say Verb ain't
energy.
rapped this good, G
Um,
Lux?
huh?
Verb ain't rapped this good with that because he didn't really he more integrated the old Verb style with what we've been asking him for with the new style. Sort of like he did versus Lux.
Let's go back to Snug. No, let's go one. Let's do
Yeah.
one first or whatnot. That way we won't messing up. Let's go back to Suge. Let's talk about Suge far as you know what I'm saying, just his material, man, his breathing when it comes to his battle. He didn't have 2 minute rounds. He didn't, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? He really, really was prepared for 10,000 to win $10,000 in this battle, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to like stumbles and drugs and how, or whoever how, the back to back and how people was discrediting like you know what I'm saying it's just them they not you know what I'm saying this was a
And
top
that's what I
tier
was saying earlier, G.
this
I
is a
like the fact that he said, when I'm turning up and I'm taking battle rap serious, forget the opponents. That's
mm-hmm,
what you know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. So when he got the verb, I knew he was gonna be on it. But I was like, man, still getting impressed. His writing.
mm-hmm,
His
mm-hmm.
writing. I think he found what he like his new age of it. Like he elevated it. It ain't no movie bars and just these scenarios. He's actually writing, G.
That's what I was
That's
saying.
fire.
That was fire and then like you was saying when it come to Verb what Verb did to impress you tonight
This probably the best verb like completely for me that I've seen since Lux.
since Lux I was there for that battle
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about he
that's
had back to back bars and it wasn't in the normal punchline setups because he wasn't using metaphors and similes. He was just using the
from
imagery and they hit 245s, they cougars. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like that's just the setup. That's why he like, no, Nazu on like Barracuda. Wait a minute. I'm like, bro, that was, you can't tell us to wait a minute because your setup was fire. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
For me, that you mentioned that Lux battle or whatnot, it was like that Lux battle and old Verb together
That's what I was saying. Integrated his styles. When I said the old, like for real,
or whatnot.
because it was more vicious,
That
like
first,
more.
we got
It was
that
more
first. That
violent. It was more
yeah,
violent.
it was more violent. It was more
Like he was a
violent.
chicken or something. Somebody gave him a wing on mistake, and he thought it was.
It was just what you just said. It was more
Yeah,
violent. It's battle rap, but it was more violent. It was what we're looking
yeah.
for. The gun
But it was
clapping.
still
He was
elegant writing. It was still
yes.
elegant writing of
He
it.
was
You know what I'm
going
saying?
in and out. He was going in and out. He was going
Yeah.
in and out on them. Going in and out. But round
I
one,
got Verb winning
Snub,
that.
talk to me. Round
I
one,
got
who you
Verb.
had?
I like Verb's attack better than the first.
Okay. Now, was it because this is what you've been waiting on, or you?
Nah, nah, I went back and watched it. I watched 2 battles this morning. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? This one I wrote down the highlights from the second because I feel like I got to win in the first and the third. For me personally.
Ooh, Snub. Okay. So so you say your first you got a solid winner, and your third you got a
Mm-hmm.
solid winner,
Yeah,
and okay.
yeah.
I agree to that point. My first I got a solid winner, and my third I got a solid winner.
They're not the same.
No.
That's wild. That's crazy. I knew you was gonna say that because it's just the way you set it up. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
No, no. First round, I do have Verb winning. First round.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was I have Verb winning that round. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I ain't gonna
So
say
we both.
clear. I ain't gonna say clearly or nothing like that, but a little convincingly, far as my taste.
It was more well put together for him.
Far as my
It felt
taste, it
like
was a little
Suge
bit
was
more
heating
convincing.
up because when he got to his second, it kind of felt like he was heating up. Kind of like how you said in the previous battle with Casey. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But to me, Bird was just on fire. I'm like, oh, that's what we get?
That's
Like, I
what I
ain't
was
gonna
like.
lie, G, I
Yeah.
set up.
Uh huh.
What I've been saying for about a year. Whoever he battled 30. That's those been my predictions because I've been mad that he ain't been doing this. Just do this. I don't need you to just kill everybody, but you know what I'm saying?
For
But look, G,
10K.
I'm gonna get to this round 2. Should come in. You know what I'm saying? What he said, he had
All
guns
right, hold
everywhere.
on one second. My bad, G. Go. Let's
Uh-huh.
go to round three.
Okay. Okay.
Who you got for round three?
Round 3, even though if he gassed out, I got Should because Bird wasn't clean. I like what Verb was talking about again, but he had some struggles in that third. I got to keep it consistent on how I've been all night. Can't get the Verb and say, nah, he stumbled, but he was still fired. But the only thing that can make somebody kind of want to say that is I think this was Should shortest round, but it wasn't short. This is short compared to his other 2. I don't know if he gassed out or what, but he was fired too.
All right, I got Suge
But
in the third. That's why I say when you ask, do I
okay.
got two different people for the first and third? That's why
Oh,
I'm like, yeah. And you like, what? That's why I'm like,
I thought you meant 2 different people other than who I had. Because when I said I had Verb, I thought you was in the first round. I thought you were going to say you had Suge. But when you said
oh,
you had Verb, so when you said you had Verb, I said, oh, okay, he do got Suge in the third. He just
oh,
missed
okay,
it.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's
That's
what
why
like,
I go. You know me, I go back and forth. No,
yeah, I
nobody
agree.
bit
You know what I'm saying,
was.
but so I agree. I
Okay.
agree with your analogy on that third. The second is my problem. This the
And that's why I
second.
wrote
The second
highlights.
is what a 10K I believe
Yeah,
is gonna be
it's
determined.
the 10K round.
You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? We still come in and say got guns everywhere, you know what I'm saying, around the house, a few in the closet like Chaz Duncan. You know what I'm saying? I stand on Bird like in Junction, box him in, American runs on Duncan. I put an A on his shirt, like a chipmunk, 3-minute rounds, dang, but I'll cook you in half the time like an air fryer. That was that show, just not the Apollo. That was fire. He did it differently. I ain't gonna lie, that's fire. But because nobody ever did that, and the air fryer been popular. That was fire to me. All we do is lift steel and curl iron. Every day is what do you say? Every day is arm day. But I'm like, didn't teach you? No, we're not gonna do that. He like what he said. He like coke in the pot. I get the cooking. He starts showing his real colors. That was fine. But and I hate to be this way, G. My boy, come in. I'm gonna take this body, this bird, like human trafficking. I'm the truth out here from what lies within. Gee, poetry and bars, like that's fire. He knew what he was doing. I wish that you niggas would spin like moving nunchucks. I can conjure up a nigga's inner child and then calm that down using a volume. I'm hoping you catch that. I'm hoping that catch you. But if that script don't appeal, I'm sure I can still open that capsule. This is exactly what we said. He tapped back into that old.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, you using a volume. I'm hoping that catch you. But if that script don't appeal, I'm showing I can still open that capsule. You know what I'm saying? Your cousin bro shot food. In a parallel universe, nigga, that's you. I like comedy, Jay. I'm always gonna do that. Loyalty with me and my partner is a lot different. Once we exchange knots out our pockets, we are not snitching. Drop the first nigga, the seconds running like clock's ticking. Shotgun got me twisted like a loctician. Then Shazam, go from a boy to a man. Then he said, got a skirt up on him, pull it up close like it's kind of like a girdle. Names that matter, you are not one. I drive this coach and I ain't never called shotgun. I'm a timeless investor like Rolex. That G, he was rapping, G.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be biased. So you just tell me who you got.
All right. I had Shotgun Shook taking the second round.
In the building, the first night I did. When I on a rewatch, what the judges might do, I got Verb 2-1. I got Verb edging that second. With this, when Lux write like that, when Nitty write, when people write like that, I'm always that's for me. So maybe my bias to what I like in this second. But that's why you see what I wrote. I didn't want to. You know
I got
saying
that nigga Shook. I got that nigga Shook at a perfect in that second. That second probably was one of the Shook
not mad.
most
Yes.
what's it
See,
called
now
rounds.
look, now, what you just
But
asked
then when it
me,
come to
was you
Verb,
happy because Bird was doing what he was doing in that first, or did you give him that first? When you asked me that, was
mm-hmm.
you happy that that was one of Suge's most best rounds ever, or because it was just
When it come to battle rapping and
mm-hmm.
the whole whatchamacall, the whole package, I believe Suge did more in that second far as the whole battle rap than Verb, whether it's
Okay.
the energy, the performance, the whole everything. I don't say that's just me. Just if I had to, on some
And
nitpicking,
I
it's
know
just the
you're a
whole
Bird
thing.
fan over Suge, so when you say that, that's why I put my hands up because I know you not being you would be more biased towards Verb than against him.
I had Verb. This is what I got on here on real on the G. You know what I'm saying? I got Suge winning. I have
Yeah,
Verb on here lyrically better, but I have Suge for battling more. You know what I'm
that's what
saying?
I wrote. That's just
So
self-explanatory.
that's exactly
Plus,
what I
I'm
got,
gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? He gonna say represent that foot like Larry Hoover, and I ain't gonna lie, that was
man.
kind of biased. So, but in the building that night, I ain't gonna lie, I had Suge 2-1. When I went to go look at it again this morning,
I
you
think
know,
they should just go ahead and split the 10. You know what I'm saying? Because it was definitely
that
fire
was
like
one of
that
those. They made it one of those.
or whatnot.
They made sure
Main. Hmm?
Foots and Soul Flair did not. I mean, Soul Flair. It's a Flair Soul did not steal the show.
Yeah, because so far they were still in the show because Casey she
Beat
did
her
her
up.
thing. She you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, main event,
Mm-hmm.
main event coming. Charlie Clips versus Calico. You know what I'm saying? Now when it was coming to like the polls and predictions and all this, I'm gonna be honest. I was seeing was clips, 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 clips. This clips can do this and that, and I
Mm-hmm.
agreed to all that. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't my prediction. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatnot. Now these is professional. These is the professional battle rappers that's been here forever. You know what I
Thanks.
mean? Um, what I can say is though, G, I believe Charlie Cliff G wrote 3 rounds of some shit or whatnot, but he probably just didn't have time. Hear me out. He probably just didn't have time to get all the memorization together. Reason why I say that is because he was so aggressively angry with them talking through his stuff or whatnot to where it's almost like he just remembered it in order to go through it. Because he was like he was forcing the freestyles. You know what I'm saying? He was forcing the rebuttals. You know what I mean? Once his mind went blank, this is my observation. Once his mind went blank, It was just all about what I naturally do, but I really want to get back to my material, but I just can't remember it. That's how I looked at that second. But talk to me, Snub. Charlie Clips versus
No,
Calico. I know I went
I say
past the
this.
first, but I was
No,
just
no, it's
quickly
good.
like,
Because I
let me
want to
see.
say this. As a person that been watching clips since 2010, 2011, he wrote one round and he had some good material spotty here and there. He was gonna freestyle, and that's what he was doing.
I
I'm gonna be real.
disagree, Snub.
I'm
I disagree. I disagree, Snub. Charlie
gonna
Clips
out
first round he had
just give me
material and shit.
but
His third
hold on.
round he had
Just give me a
shit.
second.
It's just the
Let me just
second.
I know, as I said, just give me a second to get there for and I'm gonna show you what I mean by it. And this is everything that led up to this is what made Hollow be able to do that what he did to him. You up here joking, how you be doing freestyle, and that's what he was doing. DNA even said, man, Clips come with 1.5 rounds, and he can, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we said we want full, you know what I'm saying, Clips, like how he did versus Chess. Only reason why I say that is because after a while, you wasn't talking to nobody. And isn't that what you do, Charlie Clips, as well? You can't complain when you do it as well. I have countless and countless of when you start getting your ass kicked, you start talking, doing stuff. That's just good. These are two vets playing game. I'm glad Calico said, "Don't let him manipulate y'all." He talking to Earl because he's all. So as soon as Jazz said, "Hey," it's for one of the bars, he said, "Let me say you little watermelon here, bitch." I Clips was on one, G. He was on one, G.
I disagree.
We're not gonna let him do that.
That's y'all's
My
opinion. I
prediction was who?
disagree
My prediction
because
was Clips.
you know what I'm saying? I disagree because like I said, he wasn't giving me no cookie cutter ass bars. He was really giving me material in the first, you know what I'm saying? Or whatnot.
Yes.
He was same thing in the third, you know what I'm saying? He was giving me material. His start of his second, he was giving me material or whatnot. But once whatever happened, or talk, however that went, that kind of threw him off. Now if he was because he came,
I'm gonna
and
say
that was the
this.
second. Because when
I
he came with the
haven't
third,
I
he
haven't
started
this
his
off.
third. He had material. It wasn't no cookie cutter ABC stuff. You know what I'm saying? He had real material or whatnot. That's the
I'm
reason
gonna
why I
I'm
say
gonna
he
concede to
didn't
that
just
and
do
use
anything.
that because that's the battle that I didn't watch over. Can't be very sure on it. I might have to watch it again.
Okay.
I can't sit up
Uh,
here and argue with you. I really don't. I have a way that I remember it, but that ain't always how it is when you're intoxicated watching battles. You're watching a bunch of them.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because Kyle came with it. Know what I'm saying? The second was the one that Clips like fucked. It was the you know what I'm saying fucked up in. It
Mm-hmm.
was the second or whatnot. And then Kyle came. You know what I'm saying? Kyle was more direct. He had the jokes and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The third or whatnot. Charlie Clips he was spitting material whatnot, but he was frustrated already. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying or whatnot. And then he just know what I'm saying? No excuses though. I got Cal winning the battle, but just my observation on listening to some of the material that Clips was saying and spitting. That's why I say, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't agree far as he ain't have material and stuff like that because he definitely had it wasn't no cookie cutter, no ABC bars things like that. He had
I
like
just felt the way
material and
because when
talk.
he
You know
tried
what I'm
to
saying?
freestyle them 2eyes,
Huh?
his freestyles to Kyle's guys didn't land.
He only freestyled in one round, Snub.
I'm talking about his rebuttals from when they was
It was only
interrupting.
one round. That's the
That's what I'm talking
second.
about. I said that's what I'm talking about. The second they didn't
So
hit when he was saying first he
I
tried
oh
to
no, listen,
first he
listen. I agree.
I'm not
Hear
I'm
me
just
out.
saying
I agree that his freestyling and this, and trying to whatnot. I agree that it wasn't it. But what I'm saying is, unfortunately, he just couldn't think of the material to get back in it. And I'm saying he had real material because when it
he
came to
didn't
the
want to give us
third,
that what he did
I'm
for the
saying he had
speech.
real material because when
Yeah.
he came to the third or whatnot, he was spitting his material
You know why
back
I could
then
take that? I could take that too until I watch it. Because Clips always say he right in his head. He don't
or whatnot, and it was like material. That's why I'm trying to push
yeah.
the emphasis that it wasn't no ABC 1, 2, 3 stuff. He was, know what I'm
So you say
saying,
he can't
or whatnot.
structure.
It's
So
like
you
they
can't have
really, it's like
structure
at the end of the day,
freestyle.
G, on my mama, they really was gonna have a dope ass battle, but
Mm.
um, Calico
Interference.
defense or however you want to call it, it just threw the curve. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. You can't get mad because they. I've watched
No,
clips
I
go
ain't
to.
mad. I ain't no, no. I
Yeah,
ain't.
no, I'm saying
You
no.
know,
I'm not
I
you.
had
I'm saying
Cal in
like
my predictions. You know,
I'm
I
saying
had Cal in my predictions. Midwest
I'm
shit.
just saying as in the culture, we can't be mad at it if it's two people who do the same thing. Is what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. You can now not turn to the complainer into the complainer.
Yeah,
That's
no.
all I'm saying.
I think what it is, what rough my fellas when he was like, man, he ain't had no material and this and that. And for me, it's like, nah,
Yeah.
G, I was listening to material. I know he
You know
fucked
what
up
it
in
is?
that second. That's my thing. It's like, no, he because I understand when Charlie don't got no material with
Yeah.
one round. I definitely understand that. But for me in
I
this
just felt
particular
first
battle,
round was
Charlie Clips
dope.
had material. But he
And even
just
before he messed up, I don't think the second round is as dope as you think it is. But I gotta watch it again, and that's probably why I felt like that. That probably led me to feel like, yeah, he ain't had nothing this round, just freestyle. But like you saying,
like you probably looking forward to that
if I
freestyle.
go back and listen to that material, and it's like you saying, and then he has the interruption, I will say it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Cal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Cal. He definitely for me, Cal won.
He's always
I
the
don't give.
underdog, and he's usually winning. He barely ever loses, and I
Yeah,
always pick against him.
yeah.
Always. I don't know why. I will not learn my lesson with Calico. He just might be the king of the Midwest. We just probably like Verb and Hitman better because he beat up on them too. Hitman had to have a knockout drag out in a 3 round fight. In 1 round, beat up on. But man, Volume 10, URL
Volume 10,
TV.com.
I liked it. What you graded?
I ain't gonna lie, G. I might be grading on the curve. I'm gonna give it a B.
I ain't mad at that B. I ain't mad at
Because
the
I
B because
felt like I got damn near two classic battles. Something I can watch over and over. Two battles I'm gonna watch over and over. If they're not classic, they got very high replay value.
y'all could Suge and Verb definitely watch that again. Our Foots and Soul, definitely watch
Yeah.
that again. The light work battle that don't count. And Clips and Cow, I definitely watch that. I watch that again
Oh,
myself.
I'm
You know
gonna
what
watch
I'm
that
saying?
again because you know what I'm saying. I want to make sure I wasn't. I don't know. I don't think I was hating on Cook because I predicted him. It's just I don't think I liked his second round. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's probably what made me feel like he ain't had
Okay, okay.
because he used to like I'm used to Clips having 1.5 to 2 rounds and then having some things to talk about, and he's gonna freestyle them around and around. And we caught on to it that he was doing 2 rounds and then wasn't having no third. And
I,
so when he I always go back to
I
beat
don't want to
Max
say I
back.
ain't saying you, but I think people maybe
Yeah,
just was really looking for him to just talk about the daddy thing just like that. But he was just on other things. He only brought him up I think once, I think, or whatnot.
man, dope material, man.
Huh?
I like dope material. He made the wizard be the wizard. And clips, I like serious clips. That's what I'm saying. That first round, I'm gonna go back, but that first round, I was like, oh yeah, we got us one. That's all I was thinking. We got us one. He ain't came to play.
And then
He ain't
listen to
coming.
that. Then listen to that third too, man. This is the Clips
Yeah. I'm
third.
gonna watch the whole battle again.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. Cause I might watch it again, might have a different opinion or whatever. But nah,
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying. But I got Cal though. Salute to them. Salute to Smack Volume 10. Y'all already know, man. They had a dope 3-day weekend, man. Make sure y'all get the URL TV app game. And we out of here. Peace.
2eyes.com. 2eyes.com.
Gang.